What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, thanks for visiting for the first time. If you're returning, I appreciate you for coming back. This video is about bulking, and it's really about why I'm not good at bulking, why I have not been successful ever at bulking, and why I won't be bulking. I've lost a lot of weight, and now I need to put on muscle. And if I were to bulk, it'd be a long time before I can start or should consider bulking. That said, again, I'm not going to be bulking. Stay with me. I want to talk about that. All right, let's go ahead, dive in. Let's go. In my previous video, I talked about how I have lost a significant amount of weight, and I'm happy about that. I'm at the point now where I'm very thin. Some would say too thin, some might say gaunt, and some would say you need to add some weight quickly. I've gone up and down in weight over the years, but one of the things that is also very much true, in addition to me going up and down in weight, sometimes intended, sometimes not, is that I have been very, very unsuccessful at bulking. And bulking, for those who don't know, it's a method or a practice. It's a way of eating in a way where you're eating a lot so that you can build ultimately muscle. And I've just been very, very horrible at it over the years. I'm gonna be straight up. If you ever hear me talk about bulking, this is not a channel where I'm giving health or fitness advice or recommendations. I'm sharing my experience and so forth in losing weight, which I've done, but keeping the weight off now. And if I gain it back, losing weight, and really about staying fit. I'm over 50 years old, and it's about really just trying to share some of my efforts in that regard. And a lot of it will be about eating, meal planning, and of course fitness, and more specifically workouts. Let me just qualify what I was saying just a little bit, though. I mean, it's quite possible, since I will be talking about meals and what I'm eating and so forth, probably talking about, my efforts more so in terms of calorie restriction, those kinds of things. But I, of course, may touch on bulking in the context of me not doing it, and expounding upon kind of what are the things that I'm saying now, or providing some sort of ancillary point and mention it. So I don't mean to call me out if I simply am talking about bulking. I mean, call me out if in some of those videos I'm sharing with you that I'm going through the phase of bulking. That should not ever happen with me. It's always a failure. Again, I start off and I get some muscle on me and I want to get bigger muscles. And so I say, I'm going to go into a bulking phase. I'm going to start bulking. Next thing you know, I am straight up, I'm just fat. Fat, sloppy fat, okay? It doesn't work. It does not work. So that's what I mean. If you ever hear me talking about my plans to, or I'm in the process of bulking or anything like that, call me out, okay? I just want to make that clear. I might talk about bulking, about, again, expounding on why I really don't like it, or I'm glad I'm not doing it, and things like that. But again, if you see videos where I am planning or in the process of bulking, go ahead, drop that comment and tell me about myself. Go ahead and call me out on it, okay? But don't get me wrong. I mean, I'd like to develop bigger muscles. I'd like to, not huge. I don't want to be too big. I'd like to develop bigger muscles. And so you most certainly will probably see videos where I'm talking about building muscles, I'd like to get bigger arms, bigger lats, bigger traps, you get the idea. And so I might be talking about my efforts, and most certainly will be talking about efforts in that regard, in terms of building bigger muscles, developing well-defined muscles, those kinds of things. But I certainly am hoping that I will never have videos where I'm talking about that I'm undergoing a bulking phase. So let me just share why I think I'm horrible at it. And it's because I've never really had a personal trainer, and probably something I should have done, something I think about from time to time. getting a personal trainer. I've never really, formally studied or studied in any kind of comprehensive kind of, way, uh, fitness. I've never taken a fitness course or program, I should say, where I could learn about uh, bulking and the right way to do bulking. And again, I've seen people bulk. I'm very impressed by it because they go through the phase, they know what they're doing, and they add the weight. And I just don't know enough about it in terms of nutrition, in terms of uh, just many aspects of it. I just did not know what I was doing. I would see that people say they're bulking, and I know of people. You know that people are bulking, and I just figured I'd wing it, and I just start eating a whole lot of stuff. There's even something called dirty bulking, where you eat junk food. And the last time I tried to bulk, I heard about that, learned about that, heard about that. I didn't really know what it was, and I started eating. I was eating junk food, and I told my wife, "Oh no, I'm going through the bulk phase. I'm gonna get big, but then I'm gonna cut back down." It was a disaster. In the blink of an eye, next thing you know, days had gone by, weeks had gone by. Heck, it might have even been months. I don't know, and it just it didn't work out well. I mean, it was bad. So. Yeah, thinking about it really makes me it really makes me laugh, because the dirt bulking, I don't know what I'm doing, okay, and dirty bulking, no bueno. I don't speak Spanish. I really wish that I could, and I actually was side pointed something I want to do, but anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm me and bulking, it's not a good thing, and so I don't know what I'm doing. I've never really been around someone who's doing it and they could show me how, or again, I've never taken a course. I've never had an expert professional guide me through the process. But in general, I'm at the point now at over 50, and in my personal opinion, it's not a wise thing to do bulking. For me at least, it's not a wise thing for me to start eating eating a lot of calories, and in the effort of trying to bulk up with muscle so that I can cut back down, shred. And so, look, I want to add muscle. I'd like to add muscle, but I just don't want to do it in a phase of bulking. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to do it in a phase where I'm just consuming way more calories than I probably should be. Anyway, I think you know what I mean. And that's that for bulking. No bulking. Thank you for watching this video. And go ahead, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. With all that said, everybody out there, have a wonderful day. All right? Take care. Until next time.